Hey you guys, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome to another Warcraft periodic commentary. This time around we shall be going over a game on Amazonia. It's going to be between MisterWinner, who is spawning as the teal orc on the top right. He will be playing up against Blade, who is spawning as the blue human on the bottom left. It's going to be human versus undead on Amazonia. And we don't have the human player putting up that farm. Okay, there it is. Farm is, well, I wouldn't say late because farms don't take that long to build up. I believe he put up the barracks first before the farm. That will give him the footmen a bit earlier as compared to the normal standard build, or rather the build that I use. Since I use it, I can just call it standard and get away with it. It's going to be DK first build order for the undead player, as he has dropped the Tomb of Relics and sending out that Scout Acolyte. He does have a 6th Acolyte. We got Archmage coming out for the human player, DK for the undead, Graveyard being dropped at the back end of the base. The Acolyte is going to go to that location where the human player is most likely to go for the first camp. That will be giving the undead player some key information if the creeping, well, what I meant to say was not creeping, if harassment was his choice of thing to do. And colors, yeah, I don't know what happened over there, but yeah, colors remain teal and blue. The human player did spot the Scout Acolyte, and he's going to try and attack it, but he's going to try and keep it in there as much as he can, and he's going to go in there and die to the creeps perhaps. And yeah, he did stall his Acolyte in there like as much as possible, and he's still doing so. My goodness, that is some serious micro over there. Or luck, maybe. We do have the DK making his way towards the human player while the human player is going for this camp. The Acolyte did give away some free experience points to the human player since it did not get killed with the creeps. It went a little towards the inner side and the human player did see that. Here comes the DK with those skeleton warriors. There goes a deadly death coil on that peasant. Peasant will die. And there was a second peasant. 2 kills for the DK. Human player did lose, undead player did lose 1 Acolyte, so he's 1 up on the human player now. Spawning away some skeleton warriors, dealing some damage on the footmen. Footmen down to nearly 25% of the hit points, and the death coil being used to kill off that lone footman. And at this point, the undead player has secured enough of harassment. He's heading back to the base as his DK is down to around like 30% of the hit points. Human player near the expansion point. I don't think he wants to expand, although we can't be all that sure. Oh, he is expanding. We can't be all that sure. I was right. He is definitely going for the expansion, as we have the militiamen making their way over here. Well, they have already made their way. They're not making their way. Undead player, I'm not sure whether he has detected this yet or not, but he is heading towards the expansion point and he knows about this now. Human player definitely setting up their expansion, and we know what's coming. He's going for the pretty trustable build against the undeads for the human players. Going for the expansion and then going for steam tanks, or rather siege engines later on. Human player did deny the water elemental, which was about to die for just a moment ago. I didn't quite catch on the action over there. Undead player not being able to do too much, but well, human player now is pretty much on his back right now. He is pretty much at his back, I mean to say. Undead player having to stay back inside the base. He has 2 fiends ready. 3rd one is on the way. The Hall of Dead is nearly complete, and the human player heading in. That was surprising. I wasn't so sure he would make his way towards the undead player this fast. He's going in there, dealing some damage, and what do you have here? Human player's Archmage being attacked. Undead player does have some mana over there. He can definitely cast some death coils, some deadly death coils. This color, I believe this is the new color, the new blue color, and oh my, the DK is down to pretty low hit points. This is gonna be a kill. He managed to score a kill on the Murloc. Got the experience points and got himself the Unholy Aura. The Unholy Aura is going to be playing in so well right now. He went towards the inner side of the base, bought himself a potion of healing, went towards the human player and then used it. He wanted to place Possum, wanted to try and divert the attention of the human player on the DK. That was pretty nice. He did manage to kill off one of the footmen in the process. Now trying to take out the Fiend, the Unholy Aura obviously giving him so much speed and so much extra regeneration. That was just what the doctor ordered, and now he's going to go towards a green camp and creep it out using his units. The expansion point for the human player is up and running. It is running well, but the towers are not up yet. Human player trying to deal as much as damage as possible, trying to block the Undead player, but Undead player, well, he's doing really great. He's doing really great, and well, he's down to pretty low hit points. Oh no, not one more. Does he have boost? He's got boots of speed. He's got boots of speed. He can chase down the Undead player. Undead player needs to be careful. Needs to be really careful. Back to the base and potion of healing right in the nick of time. One more fireball attack by the Archmage. Well, it's not like any fireball attack or anything. It's just the animation of the normal default attack of the Archmage. Just one more of those, and it would have been devastating for the Undead player to lose the DK early on. Lich is ready, and now the Undead player is going to be shifting gears and taking control of the driver's seat as he killed off one of the elementals, and the human player having to go back to the base. I guess he's just gonna stay in there and deal as much as damage as possible, harassing the Undead player. His expansion is up and ready, as I said before, and he also has the towers ready now. We go back to the base. We got the keep coming in. Keep is not even 50% done, and he needs to stall the Undead player like a lot. Although one good thing for him is that the Undead player has not started to tech up for tier 3, and that's definitely something. That's benefiting the human player. Because until the Undead player goes for the tier 3, he won't be getting any destroyers. Without destroyers, the Undead player's army will always be incomplete. Although the Fiends and Obstinate Statues with the Lich and Death Knight combination will always be deadly, but without those destroyers, it's not complete. And maybe some abominations or something for the frontal attack, tanking and stuff. Human player playing some Merry Around the Bush. I don't know what the game is called. I'm not getting it on my head right now. So human player buying himself a Zeppelin. We're gonna be seeing some Zeppelin micro. He also did buy one of those Goblin Shredders, which is pretty useful. And this is one tip actually. This is a really useful tip for a map which does have Goblin Lab. You should definitely go for that Shredder if you're playing as human and you go for the expansion. And human player placed his blacksmith at a location which I don't quite feel very secure, since it's not coming within the range of the towers, and yeah, it's basically being destroyed over there. It can be ransacked rather easily. Human player went for some creeping here. He can buy the Goblin Sappers, and go in there with the other stuff, cause some distraction, and then just boom those sappers on them. I would say this. Oh, he's doing exactly that. Oh my, this is bad. This is really bad for the Undead player. Sapper coming in. Sapper just blew itself up. He got one Ziggurat, and the Spirit Tower down to 50% of the hit points. This is really bad for the Undead player. Undead player attacking the human player's expansion point, but human player is attacking the main of the Undead player, and he's going back using those Goblin Zeppelin, and this is... Oh man, the Undead player has to be devastated by that loss. That's definitely going to be setting him back, and he's food blocked. He is supply stuck. This is looking really bad. Human player at 41 food, Undead player at 47. So the human player, since he's already got the expansion point, he'll be heading towards the next step, which is tier 3 and the siege tanks. He is, oh my, the MK, nearly in a really bad position. He averted disaster at that point, and he's going in. It seems like he wants to give the DK a taste of his own medicine. But despite of that Stormbolt being launched, it did not reach that Sasquatch on time, and human player once again heading inside the Undead player's base. He went for Tome of Retraining. Oh my, Tome of Retraining. We got a blizzard. He just landed one blizzard. I don't know what his idea was. Maybe maybe the blizzard won't be doing all that much damage. Now once again, blizzard is going in there. Blizzard is dealing so much damage to the buildings, to those units. Undead player heading in with the DK. He's dealing damage on the Archmage, and Undead player cannot afford to lose that haunted gold mine. Not at this point. Not after. And oh my goodness, the Undead player launched a. My God, that was amazing. Definitely deserves a replay. I'll try to put it in. I mean, editing isn't all that easy. I've said it before, and I couldn't do it in the earlier replays. But yeah, if I can definitely put it in as a replay within this. And oh my, he's back again. He's back again. What the hell is he? I don't know what the human player is on right now. I don't know what he smoked, but he literally risked his Archmage over there. It's not like the Archmage had any potion of divinity or anything. He just had one Zeppelin back there. Maybe he just had enough trust on his skills to do it, but that was a big risk, and definitely I wouldn't be the one who would go for it. At least he's training Spellbreakers, and he does have 2 of those workshops. He's gonna be training those siege engines sooner than later, but he's also going to be having some Spellbreakers to man up the heroes and have some edge in engagements. Does not want to go for a full siege engine army. What do we have here? 49 food. Human player surprisingly sticking to 50 food still. And now after the Tomb of Retraining, he's having to stick to Blizzard. And Blizzard pretty good actually. It's really good. Wow. I should execute that move in one of my one-on-ones. That's something that you could definitely do. He's creeping right now with the tri-hero combination. The heroes will be leveling up as the tech for the human player is nearly ready. And what do you have here? The Undead player attacking the human player's expansion point, going right after the towers, but towers are so many over there. There are so many towers, and although the Undead player, despite of all of that, he managed to kill a number of peasants. He nearly managed to kill all of them that were trying to repair the towers. The Undead player basically had a really nice Frost Nova. He does have a Lich at level 3, and what the hell is he doing? Human player is at the mercenary camp. He's creeping. He's not coming back to save the day, and he's not even using the TP. He left behind that Tome of Intelligence. He shouldn't do that. Not when you do have a intelligence type hero. Definitely not at a time when you do have the same type of hero when comparing to the Tome. So the expansion is being attacked. It will be ransacked if the human player doesn't do anything like immediately. He does have the TP. He can go in there, and but I don't know what's he choosing to do. He's having peasants at the backside. He's trying to repair it at the same time. The peasants are being attacked. And what do we have here? We got knights coming in. Knights are coming in, and human player wants more creeping. Oh my, what is he doing? I don't know. Siege engines are ready, but I don't see any siege engines making their way towards the Undead player's base. And yeah, I was talking about this new color, the blue color of 1.29. That this is basically the 14th player. in the game, the 14th number color in the game, and this is slightly different comparing to the original blue, and that's why we can't see it all that clearly on the map. Maybe they'll be fixing that later on in the next upcoming patches. The blizzard did manage to do some damage over there, but the fiends made their way out of that location, and there goes the Stormbolt. I don't think he has I really don't think that he has dust of appearance. He's got knights, he got militiamen, and he just managed to take out one of the fiends. Undead player, he tried his best, but he couldn't take out the expansion point, and that's pretty bad for him. He's going to stay near that location. No, he's not. He's going to go towards the Undead player, and here comes the Undead player's destroyers. The destroyers that complete the army, and they're going to be dealing some devastating amount of damage. Human player definitely has the upper hand in this battle because of the number of units, because the sheer number of units can overwhelm the Undead player. Undead player losing momentum. Oh my, deadly Stormbolt. GG by the Undead player, and that was a great game, really. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe for more Warcraft 3 content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Z out. Bye bye.